out there. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, or good night, whatever time it is when you are watching this video. What's up with y'all? Today we are going to be doing a full body Murgasana flow. So if you guys are ready for that, go ahead and meet me on the mat in our tabletop or hands and knees position, whatever you want to call it, but go ahead and meet me there. And I'm actually doing this flow because one of my subscribers, Con GG, asked specifically for this yoga flow. So hey, let's get to it. Alrighty, we're first going to start off on the mat. We're going to start off in our hands and knees position or tabletop, whatever you want to call it. We're going to stack our wrists under our shoulders, and we're also going to stack our knees under our hips here. We're going to start off doing some cat-cow. So as we take our deep breath in, we're going to slightly arch the spine, dipping the belly here. We're going to be expanding the chest, raising our gaze slightly upward. And as we exhale, we're going to be rounding the spine like so, bringing our chin to our chest, keeping the neck and head relaxed here as the spine rounds. And we're just going to keep this going for a couple of breaths. So deep breath in, arching the spine, raising the gaze, expanding the chest here, pushing yourself away from the ground. Deep breath out here, rounding the spine, bringing chin to chest here, coming into your cat pose. Deep breath in, arching here, raising the gaze, coming into our cow. Remember, we're pushing the ground away here. Deep breath out, bring that chin into your chest here. Keeping the neck and head relaxed. Let's do that about 2 more times. Deep breath in. Raise the gaze, arch the spine. Deep breath out, rounding the spine, bringing that chin into your chest. We're gonna do that 1 more time. This time we're gonna hold each pose for about 2 to 3 breaths. So inhale with me. Really get into this movement, expand the chest here, raise the gaze. We're gonna stay here for about maybe 2 to 3 breaths. So inhale here. And exhale it out. Let's do 1 more breath here. Inhale. And as you exhale, round the spine. Bring that chin into your chest. Hold it here in your cat pose for 2 breaths. Inhale here. And exhale it out. Keeping that cat. Pushing the ground away. Keeping the neck and head relaxed. 1 more breath here. Inhale. And as we exhale, release, we're going to center our spine. So we're not arching, we're not rounding. We're bringing our spine into a neutral position here. We're going to take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to prepare ourselves for some more cat-cows, but this time it's going to be a little bit different. We're going to do some circular or rounded cat-cows. And what do I mean by that? Basically, as we take our inhale, we are going to be dipping our belly, but this time we're going to be rocking towards the right. And as we exhale, we're going to be rounding the spine, rocking towards the left, making a circle formation going on. So we're dipping the belly, inhale here, rocking towards the right. Deep breath out, rounding the spine, rocking towards the left. So let's keep that going. Inhale here. These movements should be nice and slow movements here too. Just getting some warm-ups going on in our spine area. Just taking a deep breath in and out. Moving with the breath here. We're gonna do about maybe 1 or 2 more circles before we switch to the opposite direction. Rounding the spine as we move towards the left. Arching as we move towards the right. 1 more time, around the spine. Nice slow movements here. And then find a neutral position. Go ahead, we're gonna switch to the opposite direction now. So this time we're gonna be taking a deep breath in, dip the belly, rock towards the left, exhale, round the spine, rock towards the right. Deep breath in, dip the belly, rocking towards the left, exhale, round the spine, chin to chest, rocking towards the right. Let's keep that going, moving along with the breath. Nice slow and controlled movements here. Inhale. Exhale, rounding the spine. Deep breath in, dip that belly. Rock towards the left. Exhale, round the spine. Rock towards the right. One more time, deep breath in. Exhale, rock towards the right. With your next inhale, go ahead and find center. Find a neutral spine position. If you need to readjust, go ahead and do so. Inhale here. And exhale it out. With our next inhale, we're going to take this right hand, we're going to stretch it up towards the sky, turning our chest towards the right side of our mat here. Inhale with me. And as we exhale, we're going to thread our needle. Take this right hand, thread it under the left arm, just like so, sending your right shoulder down towards the mat. We're going to take this left hand, either extend it out in front of you like so, or you can take it around for a bind, whatever is most comfortable for you. Me, personally, I'm just going to take my hand around here, placing my hand on my right thigh as I take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. I'm going to take 2 more breaths here. Inhale with me and exhale it out. We're going to take 1 more breath here. Inhale. And as you exhale, if you had your arm around for a bind like me, go ahead and release that bind. Take that left hand, sit it back down towards the mat. We're going to use that left hand to push the ground away, taking our right arm, sending it back towards the sky. Deep breath in. Exhale, we're going to send that right hand back down towards the mat. Go ahead and shake it out. We're going to repeat that, but on the left side. So deep breath in. Stretch that left hand up towards the sky. Turn your chest out towards the left. Exhale as you take that left hand, thread it under the right arm. Send your left shoulder towards the mat. Optional to either take your right arm, extend it out in front of you, or you can take it around for a bind, whatever is most comfortable for you. We're just going to settle here for about 3 deep breaths. So inhale here. And exhale it out. 2 more breaths here. Inhale. And exhale it out. 1 last breath here. Inhale through your nose. And as you exhale, if you had your arm around in a bind like me, go ahead and release that, sending the right hand back down towards the mat. Use that right hand to push the ground away, taking the left hand, unthreading it, and sending it back into the sky. Deep breath here. Exhale, release that left hand back down towards the mat. Inhale with me. And exhale it out. With your next deep breath in, go ahead and walk your hands out in front of you. As you lower your chest down, coming into a puppy's pose, go ahead and lower your forehead or chin down to the mat here. Let's take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's take 1 more breath here. Inhale with me. And as you exhale, I want you to pick your forehead up or chin up off the mat. Go ahead and look forward as you shift your weight forward, coming to lie down on your belly as we settle into our sphinx pose, keeping the forearms on the mat here, keeping our chest expanded. Let's take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let me scoot back some so I'm all the way in frame. Let's take another deep breath here with me. And a deep breath out. 1 last breath here in our sphinx pose. Inhale through your nose. As you exhale, I want you to take your palms. I want you to set them next to your lower ribs, just like so. Take another deep breath with me. With your next deep breath out, push the ground away. Send your hips back, coming into your tabletop. Readjust if need be. With your next inhale, you're going to tuck your toes. Exhale, pick up those hips, shift back, downward dog. Go ahead and start to paddle out those legs here. You guys can stay in downward dog. I'm just readjusting my clothes. That's all I'm doing. All right, let's go back down into our downward dog. Keep the neck and head relaxed by gazing at your big toes. Go ahead and paddle that dog, walk that dog out. Inhale with me and exhale it out. You guys do not have to walk your dog out as slow as I'm doing. If you want, you can obviously speed it up like so, or you can keep your movements nice and slow and juicy. Whatever is most comfortable and pleasant for you at this moment. Let's go ahead and just take another deep breath with me. And a deep breath out as we find stillness in our downward dog, grounding down through our heels here. It's okay if you cannot ground down through your heels. Just go ahead and put a slight bend in your knees to make this a lot more accessible and a lot more comfortable for you. But that is optional. You can always opt to keep those legs straight, just like so. You're just going to feel a deeper stretch down the backs of your legs here. Let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Inhale through your nose. And exhale out the nose or mouth. One last breath here. Inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to take baby steps towards the front of the mat. Go ahead and walk your feet forward. Walking ourselves into our forward fold here. Take a deep breath with me. Keeping that neck and head relaxed here. Let it hang heavy. Inhale. And as you exhale, I want you to give a slight bend in your knees just to make this fold a little bit more accessible here. Keep a slight bend in those knees just to give us a little warm up into our forward fold. I know this is the first fold of the day for most of us here, so let's take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Keeping that neck heavy, keeping that head heavy. Just go ahead, let it hang, let it rock from side to side, taking a deep breath in. Optional to keep the legs extended. You do not have to keep a bend of the knees if that's not what you want to do. You can obviously keep those legs extended if you're looking for a deeper stretch here. Just go ahead, remember that we are hinging from the hips. The bend is not happening in the spine. The bend is not happening in the back. It is happening from our hips here. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Let's take one more breath here. Inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to take our hands, we're going to walk them up our legs to a fully standing position, nice and slow here. Let's take a deep breath in once we come into our full stand. Inhale with me. And exhale it out. With our next inhale, go ahead, extend both those arms into the sky. Inhale here. Exhale and fold forward. Remember, we are hinging from the hips here. The fold is not happening in the spine. It's not happening in our lower back. It is happening at the hips, guys. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. With our next inhale, we're going to go ahead and spread our legs a little bit wider than hip distance. I want you to turn your feet outwards at an angle so your toes are pointing outwards like so. Take a deep breath with me. And as we exhale, we're going to start to bend our knees, sinking our hips down, coming into a Malasana squat. If this is a bit inaccessible for you, you can always take a couple of yoga blocks and you can just sit them down and you can sit on top of your yoga blocks. But I don't have any yoga blocks with me at the moment, so I'm just flowing through it. So let's take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Let's take a couple more breaths here. Inhale. And exhale it out. One more breath here. Inhale through the nose. And as we exhale, we're going to take our hands, we're going to set them on the mat. We're going to take another deep breath in. And a deep breath out. As we extend our legs, coming back into our forward fold, I'm going to turn my toes back in so they're facing parallel to the mat. take another deep breath here. And a deep breath out. Inhale with me. And as you exhale, turn those feet back out at an angle. Sit those hips back down. Sink them back down. Coming back into your Malasana. Inhale here. Exhale, extend the legs, forward fold. And we're just going to keep that movement going for about maybe 6 to 7 breaths, maybe even 8 breaths. We're going to take another inhale. Exhale, sink those hips down, coming into your Malasana. And we're just going to keep that going. Deep breath here. Exhale, come into your fold. Extend the legs. Inhale here. Exhale, sink those hips down. Come into your Malasana. Inhale here. Exhale, extend, forward fold. Let's keep that going about maybe 3-4 more times. Let's keep it going. Deep breath in. Exhale into your Malasana. Deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Deep breath here. Deep breath out. Sink those hips down. Come into your Malasana. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Deep breath here. Exhale, come into your Malasana. Sink those hips down. Slow and controlled movements here, guys. You don't have to move fast. We just want those movements controlled. This is going to be our last one, so deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Let's go ahead and stay here in our forward fold for a deep breath. And a deep breath out. One last breath here. Inhale. And as you exhale, I want you to take your hands. I want you to thread them in between your legs just like so. I want you to grab onto your ankles just like this. Let's take another deep breath here. And as you exhale, I want you to pull yourself closer to your legs. Deep in that forward fold. Grip onto your ankles here. Pull yourself closer. Let's take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out as you release. We're just going to keep that going, deepening our forward fold here. Inhale, grab onto those ankles. Exhale, pull yourself in closer. Hold it for a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Keep holding. Hold it for one more breath here. Exhale and release. Inhale with me. And exhale it out. We're going to do that one more time. Grab onto your ankles. Deep breath in. Exhale, pull yourself in deeper. Let's hold it. Inhale here. Exhale it out. I know it may burn. I know you may feel that all in your legs right now, but let's keep it going. Keep it going. Just 2 more breaths to go. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Let's do one more breath here. Inhale. Exhale and release. Whew, I know that burns. We're going to take a little breather break here. Let's inhale with me. Walk your hands out as you bend those knees, lowering down into your tabletop. Go ahead and send those hips back, coming into your seated position. We're going to take a little break here, and then after that, we're going to get back up into our Murgasana flow. We're going to take about maybe 2 to 3 breaths right here, just resting our legs before we kick it up a notch. So let's take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Let's take one more breath here before we get back into it. One more breath here. Inhale. And as you exhale, go ahead and walk your hands out. Tuck those toes, pick up those knees, shift back, downward dog. Inhale here. Exhale, walk those feet forward, baby steps, coming into your forward fold. Readjust here if need be. Remember, the fold is happening from the hips. We are hinging at the hips, y'all. Let's take a deep breath here. Keeping the neck and head relaxed. We are now going to kick it up a notch into our Murgasana. Let's take another deep breath here. And as you exhale, we're going to take our arms, we're going to wrap them around the legs like so. You see, we're taking the arms, we're wrapping them around the legs, and then threading them in between. Let's do that one more time, guys. Pull your arms out into a T shape. Wrap them around, coming from behind the legs, threading them in between just like so. We're going to practice that one last time. Hands come out. Hands go around, they thread in between, and now we're wrapped around our legs just like so. So let's practice that. Let's keep our hands wrapped here. Let's get familiar with this formation. Get familiar with having your arms wrapped around your legs like this. We're gonna settle here for about 3 breaths. So inhale with me. Keep that neck and head relaxed here. You don't want any strain going on. Just take another deep breath here. And a deep breath out. Let's take one more breath here. Inhale. And as you exhale, unwrap those arms, send the hands back down to the mat. Inhale here. And exhale it out. With our next inhale, we're going to do that one more time. Deep breath in. Hands go out. They go around, wrapping around the legs, threading in between the legs. Keep them wrapped here. We're going to hold that for 3 breaths again. Inhale with me. And exhale it out. 2 more breaths to go. Inhale. And exhale it out. 1 more breath here. Inhale. Exhale as you unthread those arms, sending the hands back down to the mat. Deep breath here. And a deep breath out. Go ahead with your next inhale, turn those feet outward at an angle. And as you exhale, go ahead and sink those hips down, coming into your Malasana squat. We're going to hold it here for a deep breath in. Inhale with me. And a deep breath out. 1 more breath here. Inhale. Exhale, place those hands on the mat. Extend those legs coming back into your forward fold. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. With your next inhale, we're going to sink our hips down, sink our hips back and down. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, windmill those hands up, coming into our chair pose. Just getting those hips used to sinking down. Let's take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. I know it burns. 1 more breath. Inhale. Exhale and fold forward, extending the legs, coming back into your forward fold. Inhale with me. And exhale it out. 1 more breath here. Inhale. And as you exhale, sink those hips down, windmill those arms up, coming back into your chair pose. Deep breath with me. Deep breath out. 1 more breath here. Exhale, fold forward. Extend the legs. Keep that neck and head relaxed. 1 more breath here. Exhale to fully stand. All right, let's take 1 more deep breath in. Hands to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Now we are ready to put all those steps together and finally go into our deep Murgasana pose. So from our forward fold, take those arms, wrap them around, thread them in between, sink those hips down just like you're in chair pose. And once you're comfortable enough, you're gonna reach your hands up to touch the sides of your face like so. from here, we're just gonna practice staying here for about 3 breaths. Inhale and exhale it out. We're not gonna extend those legs yet. We're just gonna practice here. Take another deep breath with me. And a deep breath out. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, unwrap those arms, extend the legs. Forward fold. If you need to, paddle off those legs. Walk it out if that's what you need to do. I know that can be a bit intense on the legs, so just walk it out. Paddle it out. If you need to, you can come into a fully standing position and walk it out if that's what you need to do. Maybe walk up and down your mat. Maybe just stand in place and walk it out like so. Whatever you need to do. Take as much time as you need to as well. As you guys can see, I am taking my time. It's no rush. I'm walking my legs out, taking a deep breath in, paddling those legs out. And now I'm ready to continue. Deep breath in, hands to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Hinging at the hips, guys. Keeping the neck and head relaxed. Taking my arms, wrapping them around the legs, threading them in between as I sink my hips down. Taking my hands, pulling them to the sides of my face here, close enough to touch my ears. And then from here, I extend my legs. And now we are in our Murgasana pose. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Inhale with me. To release, we're going to sink those hips back down. Unthread our arms. Take our hands, set them on the mat. And extend those legs. Paddle that out. Walk it out. Deep breath in. With our next inhale, we're going to walk our hands out in front of us. Walk our feet back as we bend our knees, coming into our tabletop. From here, we're going to take another deep breath in. We're going to exhale. We're going to send our hips towards our heels as we lower our head and forehead down to the mat. Keep those arms extended out in front of you for child's pose, or you can let them lay by your side, whatever is most comfortable for you at the moment. Let's take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. Let's take one more breath here. Inhale with me. And as you exhale, go ahead and set your hands on the mat. Push the ground away. We're going to go ahead and come to sit all the way down in our glutes. We're going to extend our legs out in front of us, just like so, coming into an L-shaped position. Let's take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. Let's take one more breath here. Inhale with me. And as we exhale, we're going to use our hands for assistance to lower ourselves all the way down against the mat here. So let's go ahead and use our hands, our elbows, to lay ourselves all the way down. Go ahead and lay your head down, lay your neck down. Go ahead and keep those knees up though. Keep the feet flat against the mat, but keep those legs in a triangle formation here. We're going to take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. I know all those folds today can be a bit intense. So to counteract all of those things we just did, we're going to pull our knees into our chest, coming into a little cradle or ball position. And we're going to rock from side to side, giving our back and our tailbone a little bit of a massage here. I find this quite relaxing and comforting, especially after doing a lot of forward folds or back bends or anything that requires a lot of movement in that area. I find this to be an excellent counter pose. Yeah, an excellent counter pose. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. Rocking from side to side. I'm actually gonna scoot down some. All right, there we go. Woo. Rocking from side to side. Just moving along with my breath here. Just bringing things to a stopping point, a calming point. We're gonna do some more cool downs before we completely wrap up. But let's just continue to rock from side to side here. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's take one more breath here. Inhale. And as you exhale, let's find stillness. Keep on hugging those knees into your chest, but we're just not rocking anymore. We're taking a deep breath in. And as you exhale, I want you to take those hands and I want you to extend them out into a T-shaped formation. Go ahead and extend those arms out. Keep those knees hugged in just like so. We're going to take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to rock our knees to the left side as we turn our gaze slightly towards the right. Getting a nice spinal twist going on here. Let's take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. 2 more breaths here. Inhale with me. If you want, you can keep your neck straight. You actually don't have to turn it towards the right. You can actually just keep your neck and head neutral if that's more comfortable for you. Right now, my neck and head is in a neutral position. I was turning it towards the right, but then it just felt, just felt kind of better in this position. So I'm taking a deep breath here. And as we exhale, we're going to pick our knees back up as we transition them to the right side, slowly lowering them down. Settle here for a deep breath in and a deep breath out. 2 more breaths here. Inhale with me. And exhale it out. One more breath here. Inhale. And as we exhale, let's pick our knees back up. Bring them back into our chest. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, let's lower our feet down to the mat here. And slowly extend the legs down, coming into our Savasana, or resting pose, or corpse pose, whatever you want to call this position. There's so many names for it, so many. Let's just go ahead and settle here for a deep breath in. Letting our palms face towards the sky. Letting our joints and muscles relax. Find stillness here. Relax your body, relax your mind. Take a deep breath with me. And a deep breath out. Make any type of micro adjustments you need to find comfort here. Just take some time to thank ourselves for this practice today. Thank our bodies, thank our minds, thank our spirits. Let's just be thankful and grateful for a moment. I will give you guys a couple of breaths of silence just to do that. And then once we're done with all this, I will read all the comments and then we can finally wrap up. Let's take one more breath here in silence. Taking the time to thank ourselves for this practice today. Or to thank yourself for anything that you might have want to thank yourself today for. Whatever that may be. Just find something. Find anything. Everything. One last breath here. With your next inhale, go ahead and wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, rotate your wrists and ankles, start to awaken your body up once more. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Start to pick those knees up, placing your feet flat against the mats. Walk those feet closer to you, close enough so you can pull those knees into your chest here. Hug those legs in for a deep breath in. And as we exhale, roll over to your favorite side to roll over to, and use your hands to push the ground away to come back into a seated position. Go ahead and meet me back in a crisscross applesauce position here. Taking a deep breath in. And a deep breath out as we settle here. With our next inhale, we're gonna stretch our arms into the sky. Stretch with all your might. Reach those fingertips up. Reach your crown towards the sky. And as you exhale, release those hands down to prayer. I thank you guys for this practice. Thank you guys for joining, for watching, and for liking. I appreciate that. And I will catch you guys next time. Before I leave, let me read all these comments real quick, and then I will do the skedaddle on y'all. But again, thank you guys for your time. This was a good, great, grand practice. So, hey, catch you guys next time. Catch you guys next time. Alrighty. It's windy out here, y'all. It's windy out here. No lie. Whew. Let me put my shoes back on real quick. Alrighty. Now I'm ready to read all the comments. Alrighty, let me actually look really closely because my eyesight is not the best, honestly. It's not the best, y'all. I know I have to look this close to read, I know, right? But anyway, Bushido Black said, hi, hey, I hope you're doing well and all that. And I will talk to you after I'm done with my yoga class and all that. I will talk to you. Anyway, James said all three, please. And then James also said, make sure it's all drained in the right place. Whatever that mean, y'all. James. I'm shaking my head. James, I'm not even gonna read that. Just know I'm shaking my head. I'm shaking my head really hard. Shaking my head really hard. Just know that. But anyway, thank you for commenting. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for the engagement. Thank you guys for liking. And I will catch you guys later. By later, I mean maybe Sunday. Catch you guys Sunday. Maybe. Sometime this week or next week, y'all will see me again. Peace and love, and I will catch you guys later. Enjoy your day, your night, your morning, your afternoon, whatever time it is you are watching this video. Enjoy yourself to the absolute fullest, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace and love.